Welcome back everyone to another Gaming on the Brain playthrough. Today we've got a Glen request in the shape of P-47 Aces.
Beautiful little horizontal shooter, obviously the sequel to the original P-47 from 1988. It's not as good as, say, Capcom classics like Pro Gear, I mean, which is about 6 years later, so it's not fair to compare. But I mean, as you can see from the demo here right now, it's still a nice looking game from 1995 as well. Doesn't do anything very different from the norm of the day and of the 80s and the early 90s even, but it's such an addictive and responsive fun little shooter. 4 different types of planes to fly as well, with different main and special weapons and some pretty cool super sized bosses as well. Like, so it's a nice little game to have a shot on. Like,
if you're interested in checking out the original P-47, we actually did this a few weeks ago.
Yeah, so and Mustang, remember as well.
Yeah, and Mustang, which is due to go live tomorrow.
A very similar game by the same developer. Yeah.
But yeah, that's their playthrough on the channel in 2 players. So feel free to drop by and check that one out. It's a good game.
Yeah, let's give this a shot. This is a beautiful little game. I mean, I owned the PCB for a length of time back in the early noughties. We've got a story as well, so I mean, you might want to let a bit run through. Interestingly enough, P-47 Aces has a sort of sequel to itself, and that's quite recent. Do you remember? It's about 2022. So, but it looks like it's it's like a remake, sort of remaster of this game with new levels and 4-player support for horizontal shooters. I think it's fantastic. Like. But you haven't, have you? Did you not remember playing this with me though at the time?
I think so. You owned the board, didn't you?
It was a long time ago. I just thought we would have played it together because I had 2 controllers and I did get you in on them. But it's that long ago that you might not. It's about 20 years ago, mate. You know.
I don't remember much about it, if I'm honest. Like,
feel the controls or the responsiveness and that.
Right.
It's simple. I mean, just holding down the main fire button is auto fire. There's no like power up attack, and your secondary button is simply a bomb. I mean. So it doesn't have the nuance of like some of the cave shoot-em-ups and that, you know. It's not a bullet hell shooter per se. You know, like some of those later shooters from Cave, like I say, is a good example, became sort of shoot-em-up fighting games, you know, like with the techniques you had to employ and, you know, like some of the stuff on the Dreamcast, like Geiger Wing, is it? You know, with the different bullets and stuff. And
like Ikaruga and that.
Ikaruga, you get how you pronounce it. You get nothing like that here, and this level's really short. This is the first level, but it just look at the power-ups. Look at everything's just power-ups. And here's our first boss. I mean, nothing too impressive. Nothing too impressive for Loki, which is the first boss. It's not a suave, cool Englishman, you know. It's just a tank.
Tell you what, like, you die a lot.
Yeah.
I think I spent more time dead than alive.
Oh, damn.
Oops, did you just cut the story off?
I think I did, mate.
Oh, here we go. Radio operator. Locate and destroy enemy bombers.
And there are bombers.
My plane looks massive compared to yours.
Look in the background.
Alright.
Yes.
That's a nice big plane.
Right, Geiger, not Geiger. Now the cool thing about this is they've been looking at the original R-Type. Now it's quite interesting to have this early in the level. Right. In the game, sorry, to have level 2 and the boss is literally the level sort of thing, you know. So we've got this enormous plane, like, it's just so cool.
It is quite large.
I mean, just like the Mega Battleship from R-Type, you're pretty much just taking out portions of the plane. Again, a little nod back to our other favourite horizontal shooter, Empire Steel, you know.
Yeah.
So it's nice. It's great to see this. Like, these are always cool bosses to have. An impressive large sprite as well. If it's a background image, it's got like a lot of sprites on it.
Speaking of Empire Steel, I've got the little plane there.
Yeah, aye. Well, again, there's probably been some. It might have been even the developers behind Empire Steel. I wonder if there's some people, some of those who worked on that have got involved with this.
Yeah, potentially, aye. When was this released?
95.
Jaleco, isn't it?
Yeah. Which, incidentally, is the publisher of another series that we have to have a little bit of a fiddle with one day. You know that, don't you? I keep pushing for it.
The
Russian Beat
games, yeah. Oh, you've done it again. If you want to watch the story, folks, I suggest you play it.
Yeah. But do you know what? It's too easy to just keep your finger on the button.
Yeah.
Because it's like, That's the way it works. It's like auto fire.
We'll try not to cut any more stories off.
Although it does make the game way more mysterious.
Yes, exactly. We don't know why we're fighting anymore. I'm guessing the difficulty's turned up on this one, mate.
Do you know what gets me? It's the amount of power-ups. This wasn't the case with the original P-47, you know. The amount of stuff that's come at you. Say I'm playing this about 20 years later and I think very differently than I did then. So now I'm like, this is... it's just like tons of stuff. But it's not too hard of a game, to be fair, as well.
You reckon?
I don't think it is.
I'm struggling to stay alive, like. And not just because I'm hungover.
Oh, I'm playing as a swordfish, mate. It's kind of slow. I'm not playing as that again. Like, I think that was what the old guy was flying.
Right.
The only criticism I've got, and it is a criticism. It's actually not so small. Is that the screen is just filled with power-ups, so
I know.
you end up spending more time like avoiding power-ups and crashing into stuff because of too much power-up. But it is, like I say, I think I've noticed one thing which is a bit bad for a 1995 game. There's no parallax on that.
There is now.
Aye, but there wasn't a bit of green, a bit splat. Especially since it's come from the same people who made Mustang. Now you remember the parallax on that game?
I had about 500 layers of parallax.
I did about easy. That came out in 1990. Again, another little shooter that I've got a lot of affection for. Like. I tried to turn you on it, but you were right about the hitboxes being terrible. Like, can't really argue with that. Like, they were bad. This is like a helicopter thing. I think.
FA223.
Sorry, mate.
FA223.
Well, look at it. It's like a big sort of helicopter with a tank thing.
Yeah.
I remember that though. I remember that's what it was.
What's hanging off the bottom of it?
It's a tank, isn't it though? Looks like a tank. It's shooting at you and all. But what we've got here is though, with P-47 Aces, although it's not by IREM, you've got that look that's starting to get a little bit like a Metal Slug style. You can see. I don't know I haven't looked into the developers of this game, but if no one was involved at all, they might have like at least have looked at the IREM style games and went, look, we'll copy that because it's a beautiful look, you know.
Yeah, it is good look.
It's still way better than in the Hunt, isn't it, mate?
Oh god, aye. Yeah, that's a bad game. I keep
hands off the fingers.
Actually, I think it's just stage clear. I don't think we missed anything.
And there's not much into the story apart from when you get to the next scene, isn't there?
Yeah. Enemy battle.
Mark, have you got any idea what this boss is going to be?
A balloon?
It could be a balloon.
Like a party balloon?
But what's cool about this is a great little nod back now to the original P-47. Like, do you remember us telling you as well? So you've got, and obviously Mustang did a really good battleship as well, to be fair as well. Doesn't have very boss-like music. I'll kill whoever it was with the little battleship.
Yeah, that was a baby battleship.
Oh, baby battleship. Oh yeah. There's a lot more unique enemies in this game as well than the original. Like, but like I said, the amount of
oh, he's here already.
B-ship. We could have given it a name like the Nautilus.
I think it's extremely inventive.
Hell.
B-ship.
Hell Diver. 2, 3. What? Yeah, speaking of Hell Diver, I'm hearing some really good things about that. You know.
It's a good game.
So I hear. It's like everyone's talking about it. It's like really. It could be interested. Like.
It is good. It's word is it's coming to Xbox and all. The word on the street.
I would have thought it would be.
Well, they should. Obviously, they want to get it out to as many people possible, you know.
Yeah, definitely. In this day and age, you can you? I mean, that's the way it works now. I mean, you know, cross-platform and that. So.
Well, Microsoft have gone cross-platform with all their stuff. By the looks of it.
Thing is, you know, I don't want these companies to be completely in bed with each other. Because you need to have that little bit of competition.
You do.
You can definitely work with each other, look after each other, keep each other afloat, to have, you know, that larger user base. But I mean, it's nice to have a few exclusives as well here and there.
I mean, bombs are bouncing off everything. Look.
It's class, man.
They're not actually
bouncing betties.
Oh, I'm too busy looking at all the power-ups. Are you right?
I haven't got their choice. And they're all beautiful colours.
Oh.
Where do the power-ups come from? What's releasing the power-ups?
I'm not sure. I think they're just coming in from the edge of the screen.
They just appear. They just seem to come out of thin air. Every time you fire something, it's something a power-up here.
It's probably every time we die and it's releasing power-ups.
Do you reckon?
Aye, because we're dying a lot.
No, you didn't die then. Some power-up there. They're just coming out of bullets and stuff.
Jesus Christ.
Right, I definitely need to give the Devastator, I think it is. This is a version, it's not that interesting to know, but it's actually sort of like a remix of the boss, the battleship boss theme from the original.
Right. Oh, aye, where you've got to destroy all the bits on it.
I know it's not that interesting. I'm a swordfish again, shit.
Oh. Literally cannot stay alive.
I just use my bomb straight away, mate. Like,
aye, it's the only way.
Right, there you go.
Oh, it's dead.
Off to Davy Jones's lot. There he goes.
There's some clouds for you. Stage clear. What was that top priority to see there?
I think it's one more level though. Or was it 8? I can't remember now. Was it 8 in the original game?
Right, yeah, it was, wasn't it? And didn't it just go back to level 1?
There's no ending. This is obviously 95, you've got endings and that. But I can't remember if every pilot has an ending actually.
Right.
Like it says, the nice thing about this game is you've got the 4 planes have like a different main weapon, they all have different. I think the bombs are different and all, and his suit was different, like special weapon.
Yeah.
And the pilot has their own sort of, which it did with Pro Gear later on, didn't it as well? I mean,
it was more about the characters and
the bosses or Pro Gear. I love that though, man, where they were like individuals in their own right, weren't they? They had their own sort of like that portrait and that, and it just made you think you're actually fighting somebody. You just expect me looking out at you, get shaking his fists and stuff while he's shooting them in the arse and that.
Well, it becomes more about like the pilot and the person, and not and obviously the whatever he's flying or driving. It's just an extension of him as such.
That's it, like. Can't complain with the sprite work in this game, all mine. It's nice.
That's a pretty looking game.
Like I say, not exactly on par with Capcom of the day as well, 95, not 2001, but definitely quite good. I think Jaleco actually did pretty much come into their own. I mean, like I've told you before, like obviously a very different genre of game, but the Russian beat games really did get pretty damn good by the 3rd installment anyway.
Yeah.
To me came. It only isn't well known because it didn't get an official UK release. Peacekeepers was the 3rd game for the Western audience. And it was rare. It came out in late 94, I think. Oh no, April 94 maybe. It's not so late, but still, it's coming at a time where the SNES was slowing down, and beat 'em ups were slowing down. So
yeah,
massive C plate. See now, this thing here is a little bit similar to something that we fought in Mustang actually.
Is that the boss or not?
I don't know. I think I'm sure it is. No.
Yeah, I thought it was the 6. It just flew over it.
Remember blowing its tail off on that. It sounds terrible, that now. Painful now. And finally, the Devastator. I think this is like the larger player, like a more of a night fighter than a bomber, a bomber or a fighter.
It's huge. It just means that you get hit even more.
I know. It's a great thing with infinite credits. I might just stick with the Spitfire, like.
I have literally spent more time dead than alive in this game.
You love it, man. You love it.
That's not a bad game. I can't fault the game because of my skill.
Well, your skill's beautiful, man. There might be 6 levels, actually.
Enemy base, so yeah, makes sense.
I do know the last boss is called Leyland.
Right.
I remember thinking of British Leyland.
Right. See if I can stay alive for more than 30 seconds. I'm dead. This looks like a level off the original. Like with the sand dunes and that.
Yeah, bit aye. Well, there was a desert like level on Mustang and all that. I consider Mustang part of the series. It's too close to. Yeah. I mean, it's a different publisher than that, but it's made by the same developer. It's played the same type of thing. That's like the second game, and I see P-47 is the third game in the series. I like that. I had that PCB now, and I love that game. But these were, I mean, I never saw a Mustang PCB in the Mustang cabinet, sorry, and I never saw P-47 Aces either. But the original P-47 was not uncommon. I mean, you didn't see it all the time, but it'd be, I remember seeing it about twice, 3 times.
I don't think I've ever seen it anywhere.
Yeah, I did, definitely. Seldon's had it once.
Seldon's.
Shields at least once, I think. That might be it, so I've seen it 2 or 3 times.
Don't think anywhere were allowed in Seldon's, were you?
Christ, aye. Jesus. I remember going there in the really early days, like in the about probably late 80s, maybe very early 90s, 91. And they were like, they still had those peep show machines in there.
Yeah.
And they were like, I've got wrong just for looking in one.
I reckon
it's not the last level.
I reckon the owner of Seldon's was like, a rich kid basically who liked all these cabinets and everything, and he just didn't want people to come.
Well, I think there's people out there like that though who create an arcade, right? But it's not really an arcade at all. It's just their sort of private dwelling, a collection. And obviously, if you can pay their exorbitant fees or you fit the look, then you can come in and pay for the privilege to use their machinery and that.
Or just look at it because you not actually touch it.
Do you not think this tank actually looks not a little bit like one from the first game?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm yawning.
Aye, it's like no.
Oh, it blew half of it off.
He's had to drive backwards all the time, though. You know that thing on the front.
Yeah.
It's like, why wouldn't you put it on the back? Going forwards, then he'd get past you. Am I thinking too much about it?
And maybe he is driving forwards. Maybe that was the back.
And he turned the turret round.
Mission 7, eh? God, I'm struggling.
Good. I like it. Mark's struggling, so you know.
In case anyone ever actually wonders why I've got the same clothes on as I did in a previous episode that we've just done, which was the Space
just come back from the night
out. No, it's because we record multiple games at once usually.
No, it's not Mark. Well, this is all we wear. I sometimes wear my daft hat.
I've got 3 of these t-shirts for sure. Oh, sorry.
You just try to look cool. You Double Dragon 2 t-shirt.
I know, it's awesome.
Which I thought you might have got me one and all, but like you just didn't. So it's alright. I don't mind. No. Don't mind.
I'll get you one for Christmas.
Cheers.
Or your birthday.
Oh, the levels are really short. Like
I know. It's just boss battles, really, isn't it?
It feels that way. Right, so the next level is the last, I think. So. I don't think we're hurting it.
Do you reckon?
No, it's just sitting there.
Doesn't seem too phased by us. Oh.
There's that evil music again from the first one.
The what?
That evil soundtrack again that was used for the ship.
Oh,
the original game. I pick up on stuff like that for some daft reason. I know it's sad.
Seems to be taking an awful lot of hits.
Just bomb the shit out of it.
Yeah.
There you go. Dead. And then just pick up all the millions of power-ups that come out.
I've just realised you've got bars at the bottom with your power-ups, haven't you? So you get up to 5 stages for each air and surface.
I think this is the last level. The last level is called Final Mission.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's nice that they've made it obvious. Chasing the enemy commanders down. Good. Don't let anyone escape.
But what happens if we're secret to the baddies?
Are we fighting them all or just one of them? We could be the baddies.
Right, you've got to kill these things first. The chunky wheel-shaped planes.
Yeah.
What were the game? Oh, I was going to say a Steel Empire game where I had wheel-shaped enemies.
Right, I'm fully leveled up. Watch us die. It's a nice jolly tune for like the last level, isn't it?
Isn't it though? It doesn't feel like the final level. It feels like everyone's just happy and making friends with bullets.
Let me express my love to you with bullets.
Yeah, powered up ones in your case, the shit ones.
Ooh. The bullets move far too quickly and all.
Bullets, they do nothing.
I literally did not live long enough to kill the, to use both my bombs.
You see what I went for Zero to Hero and like, nothing?
I know.
I think I'm fully powered up. Look at that.
Alright.
Oh, I'm not now, I'm dead again. I keep coming back I keep accidentally coming back as a swordfish. Do you see what this level's doing to you here?
Yeah.
It's a little bit of a throwback to fucking Mustang in a way. In that you're sort of like fighting a large enemy. I know this wasn't a boss, we haven't fought this a boss, but it's like easily like a mini boss, what they call it. Takes a bit of punishment, and then another one comes, and then eventually you fight the Leyland, which you've already seen.
Yeah.
There was that thing at the start. It was that. It's like a big sort of transport plane. I just thought I would have loved to see some massive mechanical Tsar tank. You know, I want to see the Tsar tank in a shooting game. You know what that is? Have you seen that?
The huge.
I've not seen that yet in a horizontal. I know it's World War I Russia, but like, doesn't matter. It just looks cool. Just get that in here. I want to fight that thing. It just will look amazing. I mean, they put the mouse in Mustang, and the mouse didn't get like in the Mustang. Yeah. The mouse was not that big.
Mustang was based on like real.
They tried to. I mean, well, I think people. I mean, again, it's a horizontal shooting game. You know what I mean? It's not going to go. But yeah, I mean, they tried to like Shetland, man. Where did I get Leyland from? I should have been thought about little ponies, little horses. Shetland, Leyland. What's Leyland? This is it. This is your final boss, mate. Mustang did a good. A lot of the stuff in Mustang was quite like the sprites were based on real aircraft and that, you know, real tanks and stuff.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, you know, it doesn't really matter that much. It doesn't, you know. I mean,
it's nice game. Isn't it?
It's just nice. It is a nice little, you know, to try and have some historical accuracy in there. It's not a bad thing, you know.
I think he's nearly dead. Oh, I'm dead. There's a bomb for you. There you go. Jeez. I don't think bullets actually do anything to it.
That's what feels like, isn't it? There's no flashing on it. Well, I think you've killed Leyland, or Shetland, what it was called again. Shetland.
It doesn't matter what he's called because he's dead now.
He's died. I wonder if Shetland was the name of the craft or the name of the bloke who was in charge of it.
Mission accomplished. Well done, Glenn. Return to base. With your cheesy music.
You have brave action. Your brave actions have shortened the war and saved many lives. Right. You know, grammar and all that.
It's translation. At least you got thank you right. Nice. That was a decent little game, that, mate.
No, it is, canny. I couldn't remember the power-ups being that. It's unbalanced though. It is a bit unbalanced with the death ratio, the power-up ratio. Like you get powered up quickly and then die.
Yeah. Oh look, I won again.
Oh, I'm just gonna be Benny.
Well, that wasn't too bad.
We enjoyed again,
yeah. Right, well, I hope you enjoyed it, guys, and thanks again for joining us. And
the game I asked for, so you know.
Is. We'll see you in about 5 minutes when we do the next one.
Thank you very much.
Bye for now, everyone. Bye.